Hello farmers, we continue with fish farming basics, and we continue to look at planning your business, and we look at requirements. The first requirement that you have to consider is the issue of knowledge. As you plan to start your business, you need enough knowledge for you to successfully run your business. This will encompass knowledge from basic requirements all the way up to harvesting of your fish and marketing it. And this is what we're trying to do, to empower you with knowledge as African InfoCat. You also need financial capital. This will sustain your business in terms of purchases, salaries, and many other financial expenses. You also need to have space where you implement your project from. This can be a lake, it can be a dam, or some land where you dig your earthen fish ponds. You also need fingerlings or broodstock. The fingerlings are the small fish that you stock in your fish ponds. The broodstock is the big fish that you use for breeding. So depending on how you want to start your fish farming projects, whether you want to start from fingerlings, you need to buy fingerlings from a reliable supplier. If you want to breed your own fish, it means you have to buy broodstock. So if you want to buy broodstock, it might be more expensive because broodstock is usually tagged at a higher price. Then you also need feed for you to feed your fish. This can be commercial feed that you buy, or it can be feed that you produce on your own. So depending on your expertise and your level of knowledge, you can either produce your own or you buy. You can also just fertilize the fish pond for it to produce the green algae for the fish to feed on. But it will be faster in terms of growth rate for you to feed using produced artificial feed. You also need a good water source which has quality water and in good quantities. So it can be a stream, it can be a borehole, it can be from a lake nearby. So you need a good and stable water source. You also need transport for you to ferry inputs and outputs from the fish farm. This could be feed, it could be the produced fingerlings, it could be produced table size fish, and many other issues or items that you want to transport from and to the farm. The water quality equipment and the materials. This encompasses equipment that you use for testing water and ensuring that the water is of good quality so that the fish do not get sick or die. And this equipment might include pH meters, oxygen testers, aerators, and many other equipment. You also need to identify a market that you need to supply your products, which is fish in this case, and its of course byproducts. You might produce fish that are not marketable in the area that you're operating from. So it's important that before you start, you identify a good market for the product that you be outputting from your fish farm.